The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time is rated E for everyone by the ESRB. Hello everyone and welcome to the second Let's Play of my channel, The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time Master Quest. This game originally came out in the GameCube, for the GameCube, I should say. We're gonna turn down my feed just a little bit more. It originally came out for the GameCube as part of a bonus collection. I have the case right here. I borrowed it from a friend of mine. And it was to basically promote the release of The Wind Waker, which was, I believe, to come out the same year. It was later re-released for the Nintendo 3DS as part of a package for The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time 3D, where it's a built-in feature. So this is a brand new game. I've only been doing a test run trying to get my system to work because my system's been having some issues. Anyways, the main thing about this is I have not played Master Quest before. Meaning that the dungeons are going to be completely blind. I've never played them before. I have no idea how to do them. I have watched videos of Master Quest. I've played Master Quest once for the Nintendo 3DS. But I only did it once, years ago. I've not played it recently. In fact, I avoided playing it so that I could give a live blind playthrough to this game. That being said, if I go through a section that takes too long, I'm going to cut it and just show my successful attempt. Because this is a Zelda game, I won't have the death counter like I had in Super Mario World, which was dinging up in this corner. And I will be doing voice acting in this game, so I don't know how I'm going to sound when I do like an old man voice, or this weird gruff voice, versus when I do a lovely, serenity, lovely lady voice. I'm just letting this play through because people may not have sat through the title screen. And I still remember when I was a kid watching this, I had no idea what this was about, but it was so scary seeing that sequence. Anyways, we're gonna play brand new. I've already decided on what to name our hero. Or maybe I do? I don't really know what his name is. As will most of Hyrule. All I know is, it's you? So this is it's such a fun name. And now we start the voice acting. In the vast... Okay. Long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. No. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. He smells. I'm sorry, I can't resist. I watched a Let's Player say that. It's so funny. Why does this boy not have a fairy? Well, it's because he smells. Anyway, so we're having a little dream sequence here, and it's so cool. People who know this game know exactly what this is, and I'll come back to this in another episode later, just to keep that little secretness going about. Navi, where art thou? Come hither! Oh, Navi the fairy, Listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri's forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend and guide him to me. I'm sorry about that. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly! The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just gonna refresh in my throat. So one thing that I was talking about when I was first practicing figuring this thing out was the difference between Navi and another fairy companion Link gets, Tattle, and my thoughts about them. Navi I felt had more personality just because she was able to speak to Link physically, not just through a text box, while Tattle seemed a bit more flat. Yes, she gave Link a little bit more attitude, but her bell I felt was just a little bit more obnoxious than, hey, listen, watch out. At least they gave Navi a voice in this game. Hello? You? Wake up! The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. You? Get up! It's benefiting already. Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? I mean, it does at my place of business. It always depends upon me. I'm kidding. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I am. That's for you to decide, if you actually know where I work. You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you, so let's get going, right now. Okay. So one thing I'm going to let you guys know is we're not going to visit the Great Deku Tree in this episode because of what I want to get accomplished. We're going to get Link all prepared to meet the Deku Tree, as well as meet some of the Kokiri around the forest. This is Saria, Link's best friend, who doesn't remember his name. Yahoo! Yahoo! Hi! You? So let's go talk to Saria. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you. You? Wow, wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri. You? Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. So I'm guessing Link has never talked to the Great Deku Tree before. And actually, now that I think about it, I think the map is mirrored. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I don't think it's mirrored. Is it? No, it's not. In the Ocarina of Time 3D, it is a mirrored overworld, and you take double damage. Hey, hey, Mr. No Fairy, what's your business with the with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mito? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? What? You're right, I don't have my equipment ready, but If you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh. So, this is gonna be hard on my throat doing voice acting. I've never done it before, and I always love when a YouTuber does voice act characters. I feel that it really brings them to life in their own unique way, and I hope that I do that for you guys, especially when I do a lovely lady voice, because my voice is just, it has such that effeminate charm. So, right now, I'm looking for rupees, because to get the shield, you require 40 rupees. However, my target is not to do 40 rupees, but rather to do 80. And the reason why is because there's another item that I want to collect in this game. There's the shield, but then there's something in the forest you can get this early so that you're all prepared. And because I've never played Master Quest, or I have, but I've never fully played it to like this kind of extent, I want to showcase where all or most of the items are, so that if you guys are playing along, you know where to get some upgradables and some equipment. I'm also going to show where some extra rupees are, because as I've been saying, I have watched a lot of Let's Players play Ocarina of Time, and they are great, do not get me wrong. But they seem to avoid where some rupees are, and there's some miscommunication and misconceptions about about where you can get some rupees and just some of the facts about this game. And it's not their fault. They recite what they know. So if they didn't know, then they only are reciting what they do know, which is fine. I'm here to kind of give a bit more information from what I know, because I love Zelda. It's one of my favorite series. I own almost every Zelda title. The one Zelda title I do not own is The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for the Game Boy. I own every Zelda in one form or another. In every other Zelda game, and there are lots. Actually, that's not true. I don't have the Zelda CDI games, but let's be honest, nobody counts those ones. So if you jump over these platforms, you can go one way for blue rupees, go in and out of a building, and jump the other way for blue rupees, and I believe that goes on for a little bit. If you went to the House of Twins here and smash the second pot, you get some blue rupees. If you smash the first one, you get a green rupee. Every rupee counts. And I'm just trying to think where else I can find rupees. There's one on top of there, and we're going to talk to the girl up there as well, because there's a lot to say about this character we're approaching. But first, I want to showcase this. Bye! Girl, bye! You came all the way up here? You're a real man. Look, isn't this view pretty? Change your viewpoint with up arrow, so you can look around the forest with the C stick. Control stick. So basically this is what that girl is saying. There is inverted controls, so when I'm tilting down on my GameCube controller, I look up. Oh, and we have Navi. What's up, girl? Girl, what's up? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. Please, come with me. The Great Deku Tree's in my hat. Girl? Girl? Hi! You! Look this way! Look over here with L and talk to me with A! Yes, yes, that's how you use a fairy! It's so great that you finally have a fairy partner. I'll teach you how to talk to people using your fairy. When a fairy flies near a person or thing, press L to look in that direction. If you use L targeting, you can talk to people from a distance, like we're doing now. When you have nothing that you can target, you can press L to look forward. Try it! So basically what she's saying is when you're not looking at someone, you can use the L to look in that direction. It is very useful. This is the first game that developed the L targeting system, because when developing the game, it was really difficult for them to attack enemies without a targeting system. So that being said, I know that I was just in the shop and I'll be returning there, but I actually forgot all about a blue rupee that was up here. If you L target this rock, stand at the perfect position and backflip, you can get a blue rupee. And if you backflip in another position, there we go, you get a green rupee. And then from here, I believe you can backflip. No. This one is just showing that you can target left and right between two objects. Okay, so I think that's all of the overworld overworld rupees that you could find. We covered the House of Twins, the Rock, Mito's house. There's a lot of places to find rupees. So now we're gonna get the Deku Shield, which we will equip immediately. And then we're gonna head off into the forest, and we're gonna show where to get one last item that we're gonna get started with before visiting the Great Deku Tree. And no, we're also not gonna do that cutscene in this episode. It is a bit longer than expected, so we're gonna just work on this. And I am so close to my goal. If I can find 5 more rupees, I think I can do the jumping thing one more time. Perfect. Now we're gonna go to the forest. Most of the Kokiri girls and guys don't have names. There's the Know-It-All brothers. And if you've played Zelda titles before, having the name Know-It-All is basically a tutorial place to go. And what they talk about is the green button, which is in this case my A button, and the red button, which is in this case the B button. So this is the Lost Woods. I will be coming back through here after the Great Deku Tree to get more items that you could not get before. And, ooh, you see a small mound of soft soil here. So there is a lot to this game, and I do plan on doing a 100% run of it. The reason why I'm putting that in quotes is because I am not doing all of the golden Skulltulas. Stating that right now, it is completely pointless. I am going to collect 50 of the Skulltulas, but not all 100.
To make your quest easier, I can enable you to pick up more Deku Sticks, but it'll cost you 40 rupees. Let's make a deal?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Now you can pick up many Deku Sticks. You can carry up to 20 of them now. This is the item that I wanted to get before we go to the Great Deku Tree, because it gives us max Deku Sticks before we even have to go in to the dungeon, as well as give us a useful item. Deku Sticks are good for battling, they're good for lighting torches, and there was a third thing they were good for, but I'm blanking on it right now. So having a lot more than just 10 Deku Sticks is useful, especially when you plan on wasting a lot of them trying to figure out puzzles, like I will be. So we're not going to continue throughout the forest, we're just going to go right back to where I started, and I will talk more about that area when we're going through it a little bit more in detail later. So what we want to do is come back to Mito and talk to them. If I didn't mention her name before, that girl that was up on the hill, Her name is Fado. Okay.
If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield. And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mito, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot. How did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh?
Okay, so Mito is the leader of the Kokiri. I can see why he's a little bit angry. Anyways, just around the next corner is the destination that Navi has awoken Link to go to. And in the next episode, we're going to see the Great Deku Tree. If you like this video, leave a comment in the comment section below. Mash that like button and subscribe if you have not for more Master Quest content. I'll see you guys all in the next episode. See you guys then, and have a wonderful day. Bye.